Sorry, Cranky. Dowager Hat wants me to go to Vicarstown and deliver a cake to her friend, Lady Toffington.
Cakes? Hats? What next? Balloons?
Oh, no!
This is absurd! None of us knows what job Dowager Hat wants us to do next.
We're all stuck here, waiting for her to finish pruning her pelargoniums.
Left a bit. No. Right a bit. Back a bit. Hold it. Oh, yes. That certainly brightens up this dreary old platform. Left a bit.
Excuse me?
Hold it. No. No. Helena, what's the problem?
The problem is confusion and delay, and it's all over Sodor.
Surely not. All the engines are working hard.
But nobody's doing the jobs they need to do. I was carrying Thomas's passengers. Gordon was carrying my scrap. Oh dear. If Gordon was at the scrapyard, then who was pulling the express?
Now, who did I ask to pull the express?
Percy? But Percy isn't strong enough to pull the express.
But you seem such a willing little engine.
Dowager Hat. There are certain engines that are suitable for certain jobs, and other engines that are not. Aren't you worried about taking the troublesome trucks, Rebecca?
Oh, no, Emily. I'm looking forward to the adventure. All the other engines seem to have a funny or exciting story involving the trucks. I wonder what mine will be.
Hold your huffing, my friend. Kevin is right. Wonky whistles make strange sounds. We must fit the whistle carefully. You must wait. Workman, fit the whistle. The whistle is clearly wonky.
But Thomas was too excited to wait.
I'm sure my whistle isn't wonky. I must race to Farmer McColl's.
Thomas!
But your whistle is wonky. Wait, Thomas.
He blew his wonky whistle loud and long. Kevin was surprised.
Even hooks. What was that?
Más tarde, Sir Topham Hatt reunió a las locomotoras.
Es posible que Great Waterton no esté listo para el día de Sodor,
Anunció enfadado. Las locomotoras se quedaron boquiabiertas.
Los trabajadores de la señorita Jenny cargarán los escombros en los furgones de carga esta noche. Lo que significa que todos ustedes deberán trabajar más,
agregó.
Mañana comenzarán a llevar los furgones hasta las vías laterales.
Thomas había defraudado a Sir Topham Hatt, había defraudado a las demás locomotoras y se había defraudado a sí mismo. Las demás locomotoras se alejaron resoplando. Nadie habló con Thomas. Él ya no estaba a cargo. Sentía que ya nadie lo quería.
Edward was at the coal hopper. Dart was there. He had delivered trucks of coal. Flynn saw Edward. Flynn screeched to a stop.
Edward, the blue engine!
Don't worry, Edward. Your troubles are through. Fiery Flynn to the rescue. I've come to save you.
Really?
Water whooshed over Edward. Edward was surprised.
What are you doing, Flynn? I'm saving you.
I don't need saving.
You're not on fire?
No, I'm not.
Just then, Edward's driver walked from behind Edward. He was soaking wet. Saw Gordon. Flynn steamed to a stop.
Gordon, the blue engine. Don't worry, Gordon. Your troubles are through. Fiery Flynn to the rescue. I've come to save you.
Gordon grumped.
You've come to what?
Water whooshed over Gordon's express carriages. Lady and Dowager Hat were surprised.
Fiddlesticks and fenders! Hold on to your hats!
The Fat Controller walked from behind the express. Water had splashed all over him.
Flynn, what are you doing?
I was saving Gordon.
Gordon grunted.
Gordon doesn't need saving.
You're not on fire, Gordon?
No, I'm not. But I'm wet through.
Flynn felt silly. Dan giggled.
Fiery Flynn fudges it.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry, Gordon. There must be another blue engine on fire. I will hurry to find it.
And Flynn whizzed away. Thomas puffed past Farmer McColl's farm. Suddenly, he huffed to a halt. There was a big brown hat on a hay bale. Thomas's boiler bubbled with excitement.
This would be a very good hat for the children's snowman. That would make them happy.
So Thomas's driver put the big brown hat into Thomas's cab. And Thomas huffed happily away. Thomas clattered along the track.
I've found a hat! I've found a hat! The children will be pleased with that.
And Thomas wheeshed on to pick up the important package. On his way to Knapford, Thomas chuffed through Marron Station. Suddenly, he screeched to a stop. There was another big hat on the platform bench. Thomas smiled from footplate to fender.
This hat is even bigger than the big brown hat. It will make the children even happier.
So Thomas's driver put the big hat in Thomas's cab.
I've found a bigger, better hat. The children will be pleased with that.
And Thomas puffed perkily away to pick up the important package. On his way to Knapford, Thomas steamed through Maythwaite Station. Suddenly he stopped. There was a very big hat sitting on some suitcases. It was blue and green and red and purple. It was the most colourful hat Thomas had ever seen. It was also the biggest.
This hat would make the children happiest of all.
So Thomas's driver put the big colourful hat into Thomas's cab.
I've found the biggest, brightest hat. The children will be pleased with that.
And Thomas wheeshed away to pick up the important package. Henry heaved to a stop. Then he gasped. Now there were 5 Christmas trees in the field, but no box.
Fizzling fireboxes. The Fat Controller won't be proud of me now. He will be cross. I must find the box.
Henry steamed swiftly away. Henry huffed hurriedly back to the field. Then his pistons almost popped.
Bust my buffers. Now there are even more Christmas trees. But my very special box is still gone. I must find it.
Henry steamed sadly back to the field. Then he gasped.
The empty field is now a forest of Christmas trees. And my special box still isn't here.
Diesel oiled over.
I hope Sir Topham Hatt chooses me. Every day I make sure I'm a really useful engine.
What about me, Thomas? I'm a really useful engine, too. Thomas was surprised.
No, Diesel. I'm sure Sir Topham Hatt means a really useful steamy. You'll never be that.
And Thomas steamed swiftly away. Diesel was cross.
Edward's trucks were right by the new crane. My name's Rocky. The crane smiled at Edward. I'm Edward, puffed Edward. Can I come with you? Asked Rocky. I could help you with those heavy pipes. I don't need your help, sniffed Edward. Newfangled nonsense. and he puffed off quickly before the pipes had been properly tied down.
Thomas grew crosser and crosser. "Time's time," he grumbled. "Why should I keep my passengers waiting while Henry and James dawdle about all day on viaducts?" "Don't blame me," snorted Henry. "If we hurried across the viaduct, it might collapse, and then you'd have no passengers at all. What would you do then?" "Run my train on time, for one thing," retorted Thomas. He hurried away before Henry could answer. "Well, Duck?" Duck considered. "I only wish, sir," he said gravely, "that I'd thought of those names myself. If the dome fits..." "He made trucks laugh at us," accused the engines. The Fat Controller recovered. He'd been trying not to laugh himself. "Did you, Duck?" "Certainly not, sir. No steam engine would be as mean as that." Diesel lurked up. "Now, Diesel, you heard what Duck said." "I can't understand it, sir. To think that Duck of all engines. I am dreadfully grieved, sir, but know nothing." "I see," said the Fat Controller. Diesel squirmed and hoped he didn't. "I'm sorry, Duck, but you must go to Edward's station for a while. I know he will be glad to see you." "As you wish, sir." Duck trundled sadly away, while Diesel smirked with triumph.
I do love a good wash.
My turn!
No, it's not, James. Say sorry for cutting in and go back.
But that would be like saying sorry for being bigger, faster, and more splendid than you are.
There was something unusual on the track up ahead. Something big.
Oh!
It wasn't a haystack or a clothesline. It could only be one thing.
There's no such thing as monsters! There's no such thing as monsters! Help! The monster!
Percy just wanted to get back to the sheds as quickly as his little wheels could carry him.
What? The monster! The monster!
Percy!
I saw it! I really saw it!
Silly, Percy. There's no such thing as monsters. You probably saw another haystack.
Oh, yes, a haystack. Or a shirt on a line.
Maybe you were just dreaming.
You're all wrong. It was a monster. It had spikes and teeth, claws.
Spikes and teeth.
Stop it. That's enough.
Tell them, Thomas. Tell them. There are monsters on Sodor. You saw those enormous footprints. Tell them.
Well, I don't know what I saw, Percy, or what you saw either. But I don't think it could have really been a monster.
There's no such thing as monsters.
Edward is right. No such thing. Never was and never will be.
Remember what happened when you first saw Gator? You must have seen something you thought looked like a monster again.
Oh, yes, Percy. Admit it. You're just a scaredy engine.
James! You got a fright when you saw Gator too.
No, I didn't. I just missed a signal in the dark. I wasn't scared. Not like Percy.
None of you believe me. And you're right. I was scared. But I know what I saw.
Hello, Thomas.
Where's Luke? Hello, Thomas. Luke, I have wonderful news for you. I talked to Victor. He told me what happened when you were being unloaded from the ship. He said...
What did you do?
I talked to Victor.
You talked to Victor?
Yes, but...
We told you not to talk to the other engines.
And you have. We thought you were our friend. I thought you were my friend. But you're not.
Please, wait. It's not what you think.
Suddenly, Diesel's horn echoed around the Blue Mountain Quarry.
Is that him? Are you the engine that pushes other engines into the sea? I've heard all about you.
The narrow-gauge engines rattled away from Thomas, Diesel and Paxton on the upper terraces of the quarry.
Don't listen to Diesel. Let me explain.
No, Thomas. Don't explain anything. We can see what you've done.
Go away, Thomas.
Go back to your branch line.
Luke, don't chuff away from me. Please, listen.
I don't want to listen to you ever again.
Thomas the Tank Engine!
Uh-oh.
What are you playing at now? I thought you could learn to be more responsible if I sent you to work here.
But, sir, this time it's really not my fault.
No, Thomas! I've had quite enough of your excuses. Go to your shed immediately, and you can stay there for the rest of the afternoon. And everyone else can get back to work.